and establish the run early.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Ryan. Open man, it's Stocker. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Adrian Amos.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Gurley again.
And he stopped immediately there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
59, ready. Check, check.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 61 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now it's blocked. The Falcons have it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big run there by Gurley. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Ryan
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. He's tired of winning. He's tired of winning. Yeah. Sack lunch. 50.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 55 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turn the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
46 to Mike, 46.
Now Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive line field, a really nice pickup.
Workhorse today, it's Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Down at the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
The ball carrier.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
The ball carrier.
Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 4.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Packers have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
17. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Falcons 17.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Will Redmond. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here's first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will it'll take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, a lot of kids.
It got his man complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They go play action now. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fog.